Tomorrow is today curated by myself and Ruth. The idea was to give younger artists a chance to be part of the fair. And also because, traditionally fairs are under a lot of pressure to make money back from, their big investments. You got artists coming in from all over the world. And it's a lot of money, shipping and all that. But we thought it's important not to lose the art in the art fair. And the idea was to give a chance to young emerging artists to participate, and also centrally to have a curated aspect of the exhibition. So rather than little booth all about making a quick buck, we thought to create a nice section in the art fair that relates to a central idea. And consuming earth, which is the subtext of the tomorrow's today theme, is really about that. It's about the artist. It's about we're sort of engaging with the work of the artist, but we shouldn't forget the artist. And so a lot of the work that you see here really has a sort of personalized narrative, and that's what really excites me about the exhibition. You pay quite a bit to rent a booth, so you don't want to sell the work of a younger artist whose work costs a lot less. But these guys, and the good thing about this exhibition is there's also a big prize for the winning artist. SMAC Gallery's nomination or selection was Masimba, Hwati, and he won the big 75,000 Rand cash prize for the best work. And it's so clever, so beautiful. He uses a lot of traditional African artifacts and he brings them into a contemporary age as well. Roller skates. At the end of the day, you really have to be able to have the skill to bring the work home and to make it personal. And that's what he's done with these beautiful terracotta sculptures right here. And really fits in with the overall, sort of throwback, antediluvian reflection of antique, traditional artifacts and bringing them to a contemporary age. It really works quite well. Brings it home. And if you look in there, that's a bone, it's a marrow, dried out. The materiality of the work is really precious. One restricting factor for us was the artist that we wanted to shoot who went in, who didn't have a gallery representation, who was, in the fair, so it was impossible to show. So we could only show people who had a gallery in the fair.
Why there's a Cape Town and a Joburg art fair, because the fair this year has been done so well and it feels like it's up to such an international standard. And Joburg had a lot of good things going for it, but it's like art fairs are becoming so numerous across the world, and it feels like at some point the market's going to be too great for the amount of collectors, and there's a lot of interested people, but whether it's sustainable from an industry standpoint is an interesting question to ask. A lot of the galleries that end up going to Joburg are Cape Town based, and they all travel up and make that migration once a year. But then Joburg does have a very thriving art scene, and it's a very important art scene. Cape Town, and for collectors, I feel like it's a destination that they want to come spend time. But I think it's just the model of the art fair at some point. There's so many of them, I don't know if they're all sustainable. It's an interesting thought.
My name is Marian Ibrahim. I'm the owner of the gallery that has my name. Coming all the way from Seattle, where I'm exhibiting here for the first time and bringing mostly photographers into Cape Town, presenting 7 different artists. Mustafa Azerwal, who's from Morocco, who does work on abstract photography. Maimouna Geresi, Jim Chouchou, Clea Penuvon, Fabrice Montero, Zora Opoku, and Sergio Lucena, who's a Brazilian painter. It's really an interesting place to be. So much discussion and conversation around the place of African art or arts that are coming from Africa, and the fact that this is happening in Cape Town, which is in an African city, it's even more exciting because you want to bring African and non-African artists to it, mix them up, and trying to create an interesting energy in bringing more attention of African artists to an international crowd. It's exhausting because I'm on so many different time zones, and when I'm sleeping, I'm thinking, oh, Europe, just wake up, and then when I'm up, I'm like, oh, I have to, hurry because Tehran is, it's a great time to talk to Tehran. It's really interesting. I love it. I love to be able to be on the different time zones and to also have opportunities to bring them to Seattle or go to visit them as well, because it's not only one-way relationship, it's also me going to meet them. It's not such of a discovery. I don't necessarily discover anyone.
Okay.
And they've been out there and they just needed to be connected to a gallery or connected to somebody who will just accompany them for a journey and work with them and try to bring more visibility and carry their message. That's the most important thing.
You're trying to steal away time from the everyday life of everyone who's so busy to make them come into your space and engage with the work that you're showing, And oftentimes it's not another gallery, it's the cinema down the road, it's the park, and all of these things are oftentimes influenced by the weather. So I'm really interested in scaling up the way we operate as art social entrepreneurs and art curators and art practitioners and art directors to really embrace a broader way of engaging the public, because art is not something for the elite. The elite in the past had time, but today no one has time. Everyone is busy and everyone is distracted with so many different screens, if you like. The big migration is not a physical migration. The big migration is people moving from the real space into screens, to screens. To get people out of the screen and into the public spaces and the art spaces, you have to be clever, you have to be innovative about this.
Trying to bring more visibility and carry their message. That's the most important thing.
Get people out of the screen and into the public spaces and the art spaces.
I don't know if they're all sustainable.
A great irony that we are making art for this ideal world that is gonna be seen by everyone. But who are the audience? Is it really inclusive?